Um, I'm excited about this energy this week. I've been feeling the energy of this week. It still is a little bit of last week, but it's really moving into what feels like a blanket of um, self-love and self-acceptance, self-acknowledgement, and that's a lot of what I want to talk about today. I'll give you a run through of the energy for the week, but there's something I really want to hone in on that I've been asked to really um, embody over the past 6 months, 8 months, maybe the last year. Maybe the last year. Um, this week is really going to be about, honoring our blessings, focusing on those blessings, allowing those blessings to become more magnetic for the future blessings that we wish to be in receipt of. And it's also about taking a step back to see self-reflection, essentially, how far we've come and the things that we have gone through, the healing that we've allowed ourselves to experience more so. That's what I really want to key in on here. You have gone through a massive amount of healing here and there and up and down and roundabout ways and through traumas and through social situations and social injustices and social happenings and experiences. You've come through a lot this year, and we like to, as humanity, like to look at this from a January being the beginning of something and December being the ending of something, and all that. This year is coming to an end. 2021 will close and 2022 will be upon us, and we're being asked to see how much power we've gained over the experiences we've had over the this particular year. They are including 2020, but this is not. It's more 2021. It's really about seeing our resilience, not just as a collective, but you as an individual. How resilient you are to face things that are thrown at you and adjust. One of the things as I was driving back, and like I said, I had a lot of time to drive back. There's usually only 20 minutes to the Starbucks, but this morning with the snow and the brand new New Yorkers that have no clue how to drive, it took an hour, but that's okay. I had time to myself, doing what I love. I love driving my car. I love driving my car in the snow. She's a beast. She's amazing in the snow. It's fun. But anyways, I had a lot of time to think, and one of the things that they were speaking a lot about is we have no control. We think we do. We wish to really, really, really believe that we do, but we have no control. There is no control here. You are going with flow, whether you're going with the mass amount of flow that is there, or whether you're going with just a little bit of the flow that gets you through your days. You have no control. You have the ability and free will to make choices. But at the end of the day, those choices still have an effect. There's something that comes from those choices. And if we would learn that it's not about controlling it, in fact, we get far greater reward or far greater footing if we would step back and remember, I don't have control of this. This isn't about me to try and control. In fact, what's most important here is that I stay in the energy of flow and find what that energy of flow feels like to me and sit in it. I want to sit in the energy of flow. Does it make sense? When I recognize that flow, when I recognize what that flow feels like, and I make that my predominant focal point, flow, breath work works amazingly to get into flow. I'm opening myself up to become more allowing of what it is that I want. My energy field starts to shift and starts to change. And that allows me to step into so much more of, the abundance that I want to see, more of the opportunities that I want to see, the growth I want to see. When we are easy with ourselves, when we allow ourselves to rest, There's been so many, specifically clients, that have been saying, I feel like all I've been doing is resting. I feel like all I've been doing is resting. That's all I've been doing. There's some that have been like, I'm so tired. All I feel like I want to do is nap throughout the day. Who says that's wrong? Where did we get that impression that that was wrong? That it wasn't okay to go take a power nap throughout the day, multiple times if need be? When did we get this impression that we're not supposed to relax, take steps out? When, it's cool, I was talking to Jean. Jean is one of my clients. Jean Tian put it in, I think it was Growing with the Universe. She put it in there. But where we got this idea of a 9 to 5, like where it originated and all of that, which was really cool. I had not seen the post, but when I was speaking with her privately, she was sharing with me. I was like, no way. But I mean, obviously we can go back and say this is where I got that from, or this is where it originated. But ideally, your day is up to you, and how you spend your day is up to you. And you get to choose if you feel a 9 to 5 is what unearths this mass amount of wealth and prosperity for you, or if a 3-hour gig is what gives you that mass amount of wealth. To the universe, it's not saying, I gift this person more because they stayed with it from 9 to 5. That's not how the universe works. Somehow it's been embedded. We know where, we know how, we know it's not a somehow, but we've adapted this. And this has become part of our story, that I have to work a 9 to 5 in order to make X amount of dollars. That's not truth. Somehow we adopted the fact that we only get to do 8 hours of sleep, and if I'm tired throughout the day, I just got to push through it. Why can't you stop and rest? Your body is trying to talk to you about what you need in that moment. Perhaps there's energy that's around that is, focusing on, moving some lower vibration out, and your body's the last thing to conform. The body's the last thing to pick it up. So it's going to tire the body because the body is being more receptive now, opening. You've brought new energy in. Think of how funny this is. Spiritual people, spiritual focused people, they want these mass amounts of gifts. And they want these mass amounts of gifts, and they recognize that healing has to be upon them. Healing has to happen in order to step into more of their gifts. Some hem and haw and bitch and moan and complain about the fact that they have to do healing. They think it's just ridiculous, but it is part of the contrast and part of the physical experience, and so it is. But then there's others that will do the healing, and they will do the healing. They'll bring it on home. They'll stay in their feelings. They'll stay in their meditations. They'll connect to the universe. They'll bring in this energy, massive, beautiful, wonderful, gold source energy, and they feel amazing. But then the next day, their body feels like, and they think it didn't work.